Stadium, Baton Rouge. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the LSU Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Bob.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time...
It's caught! And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
I'm a big believer in taking shots early in the game and being aggressive and showing my team I got confidence in them. Let's go make plays. First drive, already taking shots down the field. Nice job, nice pitch, nice catch.
It's a running room. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. Reed to the air again. Bring in the heat. And they got it.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Play action with Reed. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Makes the catch. Plenty of room. Feet down in the end zone.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive, and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Levin. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Coming out with it, it's Wilson. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give to Caden Durham. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Now on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Throwing Reed. He's got him. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can they continue to grow? Can the passing game get better, Palmer, and take that next step?
Well, the good news is you still got Marcel Reed throwing the football, right? A guy with tons of experience and a guy who's made a lot of big plays throughout his career. So you bring in Horton, who comes over for Alabama. Big physical guy who can make plays down the field. Craver can take a hitch route, 80 yards, and score. Still a really good 1-2 punch in this Aggies offense, especially the passing attack. Still going to be tough to stop.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Wilson. Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Motion from the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Durham. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Takes the easy completion. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him. Last week, man, he had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Back to pass, it's Levin. It's complete. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Brown. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. To the air on first down. Gets it out quickly. There he goes. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 of the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. LSU quick to the line. Wants to fire on second down. He's got it on the move. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
Short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
At the end of quarter one, let's check out the start for both of these quarterbacks. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Tight end now in motion. It's complete on the right side. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Here's Reed to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Turns it on. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
What a real good job by the defense defending the RPO. I got to defend the run. I got to defend the pass, make the QB take off, and then get a stick on him, play physical, got him to cough up the football. Great job by the defense playing their responsibilities and forcing the turnover.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Levis. Pulls it in. It's Harris. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Snares it outside. It's Brown.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap him up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to Caden Durham. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Back to pass. Here's a heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
On third down, here's Durham. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Now on the move. Might have a chance. He's got it up, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Tigers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run, and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. And he's in! Touchdown, Tigers!
Well, it's been a tale of 2 quarters, I think, safe to say. And for this offense, they were sleepwalking a little bit early in the first quarter, but they've come alive now in the 2nd quarter. They've made some plays. You can see them playing with a totally different confidence, a totally different sense of urgency, and they feel right now, David, like they're unstoppable.
And the game just completely flipped, wasn't it? Like, it was kind of crazy. It felt like this was going to be a blowout, and then all of a sudden you rattle off a couple touchdowns. We got a great game, kind of back and forth. Now, which team can keep the momentum? Can get their offense and defense playing right at the same time?
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Texas A&M going quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Now here's Reed, using the back as a receiver on the screen. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the into the secondary on the right. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. The defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. On 1st down, it's Durham again. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to move them on the counter. Could be an alley. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Makes the grab down the middle. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it break.
He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, LSU! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Fires to the wideout. Picked off! What a play by this defense. Trying to take it back. Inside the touchdown Tigers. Took it all the way back to the house. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't make it 10. Take that thing all the way back.
And they did tack on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, here on the Texas A&M sideline, there is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult.
Makes the grab in their space. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. And the Aggies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. On the delay, it's Edwards. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
Quick completion on the out route. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Reed. It's complete. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Here's the pressure. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Rush is on him. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And he was able to break one tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
Man, this secondary, this defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you've got to get bodies to him. You better wrap up those legs and hold on tight. This dude's hard to tackle.
Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with Southern Mississippi taking on the number 18 team, the Tulane Green Wave.
Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
Hey, guys, checking in with the Tigers head coach. They are going to continue to feed their running back. As you know, there are a lot of high expectations on him to start this game, and he has performed a terrific first half. They are going to get the ball here, and let's see if they continue to go to this running back. He has been a difference maker so far. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Dropping back, it's Levin. Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Send the tight end in motion. Here's a give to Durham. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Here's Durham one more time. Maybe a crease. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Using his legs, it's Berry.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And he got 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 coming.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to scramble. Turning it on. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to Caden Durham. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. On the option, he'll toss it. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for...
Caught outside on the right. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime. Maybe getting...
Caught. They will score. Touchdown, Tigers. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
They'll get a little bonus yardage added on with that face mask penalty, adding 15 to the return. And it'll be first down for this offense after the personal foul. Pulled and finds his man on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Aggies peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And I'm not going to say this one's over, man, but once you start to get in the third quarter and you've built this big of a deficit, every possession means so much, and you can't give them away, and they do. And they give it away with the fumble, and now they're going to really need this defense to bail them out, to make some plays, to force a turnover, maybe even score because they've built a good deficit.
Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The give to Caden Durham.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Pulls and fires complete. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield, it's Levin. It's complete to the left. Time winding down in the corner as they come to the line. second down, they'll go to the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Got his man. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So first down will open up the final period. Wants to throw it again. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to keep it in the air. Takes the easy one to the back. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now, 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Throwing Reed. Fires to the right. It's complete. Breaks into the open. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Aggie.
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. On the ground, it's Edwards. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Texas A&M going quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. In the gun, third down, Reed. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
He's got it in more than enough for a first down. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. A&M comes back out with another first down. Running inside, it's Edwards. Spins away from the defender. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Offense lining up quickly. Here's Reed to throw. Quick strike complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to throw. It's Reed. He wants it all. Touchdown, Aggies. And they take it in for 6 more points. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team, true to its name, as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting an onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The give and tick, 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 tick. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some
finding some room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Pulled it, finds his man on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. From the gun on third down, it's Marcel Reed. Makes a connection. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Again, it's Reed. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
I tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Quickly complete. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Reed. Right on the money. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. From the gun on third down, Reed. Pocket breaking down. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Well, at this point, you're still...
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Marcel Reed to throw for it on fourth. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Off the bench, arm loose, but the first one is incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Got it, looking for the first down. Out of bounds, stop just short of the 20 at the 19, and now they feel like they have room to operate.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. So nice to have these tight ends.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Berry. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming it.
There's some room. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Back has it. Oh, he's got some space. The 50. The 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, LSU. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Texas A&M, 28.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Edwards. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Coming into this one, we've